Alrighty guys, thanks for joining us for round 8 of the PS4 Elite Series on Race Spec Esports. I'm your host, Mike Wilson. Look, I am just running a little bit behind today, guys, so just bear with me. Apologies for the delay. I'm just going to get myself sorted. We may be flying the rest of quali without a commentator. Whilst I'm setting up though, I will be in and around the area, so if there's a driver you want to see, give us a shout out in the comments. I will be monitoring the comments and getting myself sorted as quick as possible, and we'll be back with you shortly. Alrighty all, thanks for bearing with. Shout out to the Magical Coin in the comments, doing a great job tracking the progress of the drivers and providing some commentary in the comments there. Thank you very much for filling in, great job. And Aidan McKay, we saw there snatching pole, but just over a tenth in the closing stages. He takes it out from Breno in second, Installator third, Mort fourth, Captain Keno there on screen, he took out ninth. After Morton, fourth, Angry Side Pod, Okmiki, Jack Plays and WA Huddens rounding out the top 8. Now, following the last race, I was not available for commentary in France. I'm not too familiar with the updated Drivers' Championship points at the moment. I am still familiar with them up to and including round 6 from Canada, in which Tanguo was the championship leader by a mere 7 points over Breno. Not sure if anyone else in the comments can fill me in there as to whether there was a change to the championship standings in France. Heard it got a bit hectic. Look at the Discord, mate. I'm getting towards the older years in my time on this earth. I'm not too good at like tracking me way around Discord regarding championship standings or whatnot, but I'm sure we'll be able to get those all updated after this race. In the meantime, we'll just focus on the race at hand and see what we're in for. Some pretty close times there, so hopefully the racing is of a similar vein. Look forward to seeing how these first couple of laps pan out. It's always pretty hectic at Austria until the drivers get settled into their groove. If you can get settled into the groove, the midfield can tend to get either pretty hectic or turn into a DRS train, but I guess we'll see what happens as the race goes on. Hopefully the former. Nothing too exciting about a DRS train, but hopefully plenty of overtakes on the cards today. Weather looks a bit overcast there. Will we see some rain possibly? Could certainly add one hell of an extra element to proceedings. The Mad Dog predicting there will be a first or second lap safety car. Magical coin, this could be anyone's race from pole to ninth. Yeah, look, anything could happen. It only takes one safety car here. And try and get those tyres. What have we got here? So, majority starting on the soft as expected. Mashed potato in 11th, the first of the medium runners. Well, only one of two with DBT in 14th. And still the Shiz opting for that ultimate strategy on the hard from 15th and last. 15th runners in today's race. Blue Dog 10. At least it's dry compared to some other tiers and series. Yes, well, will that last though? Blue Dog. I don't drive. I'm not too familiar with how the weather sort of plays out, but she's looking pretty gloomy out there at the moment, and it'll be interesting to see. Yes, Magical Coin. It does feel good to do the commentary, mate. Why do you think I do it? It's addictive. It's a blast. I mean, we all love Formula One. What better feeling than just sitting here yelling at a bunch of cars driving around in circles? I mean, seriously, I've got a couple of beers here by my side, or okay, maybe I do, maybe I don't, but it's a blast, mate. Alright, so the cars are on the grid now as we get ready for the start of the race. As the red lights begin to come on and the revs rise in Austria, and we are underway. Cars get away in uniform. The starters catches them well, so Breno will slot into second. The installator goes round into third place there, around the outside of Mort, who holds fourth position. All seem to have got through pretty safely down in the lower part of the field. So as they make their way up to turn 3 now, the cars begin to space out. As we look at the two Ferraris there going line astern, similar to that of earlier this year, with a bit of contact up ahead there. WA Huddins gets pushed wide on the corner. 3 abreast now heading down to the next turn. And WA Huddins has to give it up to the Stone Towel, who has wasted no time scooting up the positions. And all looks pretty calm and conservative at the moment. Could just be the calm before the storm now. So we'll move back up to the front of the field with Aidan McKay still in the lead in the Racing Point. Breno second, the installator third. As we see the position changes there, unsurprisingly, it's the Stone Towel, the man on the move at the moment as we come round to complete lap 1. So Okmiki in fifth, looking to slipstream his Williams teammate. This Jack Plays going for a move up the inside. Gets a bit of a wobbler on the exit, has to submit and let that place go through to the Ferrari, and now the Mercedes will take that position off Jack up the inside, with the Stone Towel looking for a piece of the action as well. And Jack Plays under all sorts of pressure now from the very angry side pod and the Stone Towel. The Stone Towel is going to be the next man to look at a move here. He pokes his nose up the inside. Will there be contact? Plenty of room and quarter given by the very angry side pod, so they get away with that one. As we still yet to have a major incident at this stage. So this is good driving from the guys now. As we see the very Stone Tower looking at the very angry side pod. He's not going to get through there though. Side pod running a little wide. That may compromise his speed heading onto the start-finish straight. And one would think the Stone Tower may be able to close in here. Way needs to flick. Takes the scenic route. Back to the Stone Tower. Still trying to close in on that Mercedes. Up front it's Aiden McKay still holding the lead with Breno on his tail. Those two have broken away from the Installator in the Haas. And the two Williams duking it out for 4th and 5th still. And if they don't sort themselves out, they may have Jack Plays to deal with soon. Who's that gone off? Is it DBT? It is. Red Bull off the track this time, so he'll drop back down into the realms of Captain Keno. So 2 off so far. As we go back up front, it's Aiden McKay and Breno now pulling away from the rest of the field. The two Williams still locked in a close battle in 4th and 5th. As we see the lead, Williams going to have a look around the outside of the Haas. He'll get it done before the corner. Good move. Clean pass. The Installator's going to have something to say about it now as they go side by side down to 4th. Well, not even. The Haas appears to be ahead. So he'll have the advantage going into the braking zone. Alright, sorry for the technical difficulties. We should be back underway. Give us a thumbs up in the comments if you can hear me once more. As we go back to the Installator in that Williams sandwich. Jack Plays here having a look at Okmiki into 5th. As they head onto the start-finish straight in preparation of commencement of lap 6 of the Austrian Grand Prix. And, ooh, there's a wobbler on from Okmiki. He's got it in all sorts. Sorry, that was Mort now, who has to deal with the Installator once more as they go up into turn 3. Tyres smoking, they go wide, and Mort says, thank you very much. Okmiki says, thank you very much. And now moves up into 3rd. Jack Plays 4th. Mort with a pack forming behind him. It's the Stone Tower. Look at that, smoking the tyres up into 7th place, and the Installator is the big loser out of all that. He's gone from 4th down to 8th in the blink of an eye. As we see the Stone Tower and Very Angry Side Pod resume hostilities once more in 6th and 7th. And it's starting to lighten up in the midfield now. Here we go. So back up front though, Breno refusing to leave Aiden McKay alone. Where are these guys going to go? Pushing each other out front and still pulling out a gap while the rest of the field saw themselves out for 3rd position. You can see on the track map there, cars bunched all over the place as Jack Plays looks to make a move into the podium positions, gets it done. And behind him, Okmiki goes a little wide, taking that alternate line, the Sergio Perez line around turn 3. And once more, it's the Williams, 4th and 5th again. Very angry side pod and Stone Cow. They just refuse to leave each other alone, these two. It's elbows out for 6th and 7th. Getting on the grass a bit there, the Mercedes. We've got a yellow flag. It's the... Oh, and the Stone Towel! He's gone round! 360! Keeps it going. Not all is lost, but there's a piece of car flying across the track. That's the Insulator's front wing in the Haas. Fancy bit of driving from the Stone Towel. Keeps it going. I think in all that he lost only about 4 seconds. He's off the grass again though. He's distracted. So here we go once more. The Insulators had to come into the pits now. He's going to have to get his front wing repaired. DBT picks up a 3-second time penalty. And soft's going on once more. Again once more for the guys. Still the Shiz keeping into himself on those hard still. And now the midfield has spaced itself out a little bit. Here's your closest battle on track, WA Huddens and the Sweden in the lead Ferrari. And there's a 3-second time penalty there. I think that was Okmiki up in 4th. No, still the Shiz, as I say, minding his own business. I've put the Moz on him, and he picks up a 3-second time penalty of his own. So lap 9. Magical coin confirming that was Okmiki with the 3-second time penalty. So we might go back up to the front. We'd love to see Breno have a dive, have a lunge. There's a 3-second time penalty for very angry side pod. So they are starting to get handed out left, right and centre. It'd be lovely to see Breno make a move for the lead. Oh, and it's going to happen here with Aiden McKay running wide. Breno swoops, takes the lead. And I don't think Aiden McKay is going to let it go just like that. He'll have something to say as Breno gets it all locked up into 4. Heading up the hill through 5, left into 6. Downhill once more into 7. Breno a little wide. And back uphill out of 8. And then we finish off the lap in 9. And the final corner 10. So we have an Alpha Tauri in the lead now. Jack Plays there in 3rd. The Williams of Okmiki and Mort still holding 4th and 5th. Neva Sweden and WA Hudden still battling it out there. So Neva Sweden's going to get the benefit of DRS up the hill to 3. Will it be enough? Not quite. As they head into the braking zone. Should see the nose of the Ferrari poke into shot there. As we look down on the Renault, locking up into turn 4. Breno's got the penalty this time. So after taking the lead, put on a few lockups, run wide a few times, And the stewards have had enough, dishing out a 3-second time penalty. And his partner in crime, Aidan McKay, following suit. Out there, is that one of the Williams off? Is that Mort? Yes, it is. He's gone wide. I don't think he was attempting to come into the pits. I don't think that's what caused him to go wide. He may have lost it out of 9. So he'll take the opportunity to pit now. And after 12 laps, what type? He goes softs again. So Installator did similar, so no one seems, unless still the Shiz is going to try it, no one seems ultra keen on trying a one-stop strategy, I assume, judging by the tyre changes of Mort, and as we see still the Shiz in front of him, getting it crossed up out of 3, and that's going to open him up to attack from Mort for 12th place. And Mort goes through as expected. And we've got another yellow flag. That's the Mad Dog this time. He's gone wide at far 6. And he's going to drop down to 14th by the time the Insulator whizzes through. And does. Now we go back up the top because Aidan McKay and Brenner have resumed hostilities once more. They'll know each other inside and out by the end of this race. Partners in crime the whole way through the full 13 laps so far of 36. Brenner will be keen to take another win. Very Angry Side Pod has boxed, as Aidan McKay does likewise. Very Angry Side Pod took on the mediums, and I would assume Aidan McKay is about to do the same. And Shut My Mouth takes on the hards. So he's going to try and go some 22 laps on the hards without having to box again. So it'll be interesting to see what route Breno takes here. Will he try and stay out longer on those 13 lap old softs? Or will he take the chance to hold that lead, box now, and take on the hard tyres? Neva Sweden about to get down and dirty with the stone towel by the looks of it. These two both get to box. Breno pits. We'll go to Breno. He's going mediums. This is interesting. So I would assume he'll get out. Oh, I'm going to assume wrong actually. Aidan McKay's about to pip him there. Look at this as he comes out of the pits right behind Aidan McKay. Moves to the outside. Aidan McKay goes to block. What's going to happen as they go into turn 3? They stick it side by side through that tight corner. Fantastic driving. And Breno pulls away on those better operating medium tyres. As the two of them catch up to Neva Sweden. Now this could throw a little spanner into the works. So the Stone Towel has boxed. He's out of the frame. Breno goes round the outside. Ferrari making it easy enough for the AlphaTauri. But becoming a bit of a speed hump for the Racing Point there. And this will play beautifully into Breno's hands. So the Racing Point's away now. And off in the distance. Now, Jack plays. This will be interesting to watch. He's taken on the mediums. How far behind Breno and Aiden McKay is he going to come out? It's not a massive distance. We're talking some 6 seconds. So can he make a play on those medium tyres? Running a solid race. Effectively third, with Neva Sweden ahead yet to stop. Now, as I say, Aiden McKay making these hards work beautifully. He's closed back up on Breno. You would have thought Breno would have the advantage there, unless Breno is driving ultra conservatively. We've got a pass off in Sector 2. He's recovered and kept going. So Neva Sweden pits now, jumps out of the way. Takes on the hard tyre himself. Still the Shiz in 12th, still scooting around on those hard tyres he started on, I believe. So as we... Oh, don't tell me Neva Sweden's cooked it coming out of the pits. He has got himself all crossed up. Has he done damage to that front wing of his? He has. That's just all but ruined his race. Oh, don't crash into your teammate. I've already seen that on that corner enough this year between two Ferraris. So that's probably put paid to Neva Sweden's race. You would assume he's going to box again rather than fight on with that damage. So Breno out front. He's got to make those tyres last a bit better than Aiden McKay. Is he doing the bare minimum, just enough to keep Aiden McKay behind? Bearing in mind those two do still have 3-second time penalties. I'm being advised in the comments, so they didn't serve those in the pit stops, is that correct? Interesting. And if that's the case, effectively Jack Blaze is 2 seconds behind the lead. Certainly not under any pressure down there in third. He's got Ochmiki 1.4 seconds behind him. But he's having to watch his mirrors for that Mercedes of the very angry side pod. So the guys have all made a stop now, bar for DBT. And still the Shiz. DBT, 18 laps on the mediums. That's a fair effort and a good sign for Breno that they can go that far. Not sure at what pace though. Is he about to be passed by the installator? Yes, the installator goes through. So still holding on in ninth. But those tyres I would assume are just about shot to bits. So the field pretty much spaced out now. Breno in the lead. Aiden McKay second. As DBT finally pits now. 16 laps remaining. Jeez, is he going to try and... It's going to be a fair stretch to get the softs that far in any decent condition. Could be part of the plan though. Might be a little, we can't call it a splash and dash anymore. There's no fuel going into the cars, but might be a little pit stop at the end for DVT. As we see the Mad Dog get a 3-second time penalty. So we're getting handed out all over the place now. And I'm just going to check Breno. I think he's did manage to break out of the DRS zone. Not quite. Aiden McKay still with the benefit of DRS. That helps him pull back about 4/10 on the way to turn 3. Now, Okmiki is the man on the move, so he's making those mediums work a bit better than Jack plays. He's closed in onto the back of the McLaren driver. And you would think these two are about to lock horns any tick of the clock. Podium position up for grabs. Brown in the lead, Aiden McKay second. These two guys third and fourth. Very angry side pod in fifth. He's slowly closing in on this too. It's more well back in sixth, followed by the Installator. Oh, geez, Okmiki very late on the brakes there, and Jack plays, goes to the he gets compromised on the exit, bags him up a bit, slow exit speed. Okmiki's going to try around the outside. Jack plays, smokes him up, doesn't fly into the side of the Williams. Plenty of room given, and we have a Williams on the final podium spot at the moment with 14 laps remaining. Jack's closed back in very quickly there now, so can he get it done? This will be interesting if he tries to do it into 9, and does. What will be the retort from Okmiki as they come down to the start-finish straight? Gets the DRS. Will he make a move? I don't think he'll make a move into 1. Why would you when you can just be patient? Well, Jack Plays picks himself up with 3-second time penalty now, so I think just about everyone's got one. As we see Okmiki in the slipstream, pulls out to go up the inside, tucks back in, decides better of it for now. He'll get one last crack. This seems to be the favourite spot. Down into 4. And in a replay of last lap, Okmiki goes through once more. And all the while, a very angry side pod. Just watching, waiting, stalking, closing in the background. He wants a piece. His tyres are 3 laps older. Remaining as we go on board with the Williams. There's a 3-second time penalty for the Installator. Surely everyone's got one now. Can I get one? I don't know. I'll be next. Renault and Aiden McKay up front now. Oh, this could be interesting. It'd be interesting if they know that they're pulling out a lead in the over third place, like comfortably 6 seconds ahead of Okmiki. Are they just going to hold station and really get the elbows out in the last few laps? This could really hot up towards the end. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out, especially if Breno's tyres drop off to some extent. Aiden McKay shouldn't have an issue in that department on the hard compound tyre. Stone towel. Closing in on the installator. He's close enough to make a move into turn one here. The installator moves to defend. He's going to have to do it around the outside. If he does, goes wide. Still side by side. Tucks back in as they head down to 3, head up to 3. Can't make the move. Will still have the benefit of DRS as they head down to turn 4, but he's not exactly super close. So only 11 laps to go now. Look at the stone towel all over the gearbox of the installator. He's going to make the move there. Wastes no time, the installator, on those shot softs. 16 laps old now. And didn't have much fight left in him. So well down to the stone towel. Shout out to him and Breno. There's a beer for you guys, as requested. As we go back to Jack Plays and the very angry side pod. 4th and 5th. That Mercedes looking for that 4th place. He'd do well to try and get it done soon if he wants to head out after Rockmiki for 3rd place. All the while, Breno and Aiden McKay still just less than a second apart. Out the front of the pack. Now, very angry side pod. Heading into the first of the 3 DRS zones. Jack Plays in the meantime has gone ahead of, who's that ghosting car up there? Is it Mad Dog? It was, he's been lapped. And as a result, seems... I'll have a look at these two now. Aiden McKay has decided maybe now is the time to make the move. And I wonder if that's been triggered by the fact that there is rain falling. So... just when we thought we had the finale all worked out, the rain is set to spice things up somewhat. So, here we go. Aiden McKay wants to get it done now. Will the rain hold at this steady level for now, or is it going to get wet enough that they're going to have to box? Who's gone off? There's a Williams, I think it is. It's Mort. Finding the wet conditions a bit too much. And chucks it round at 4. Oh, and has Aiden McKay gone wide? He has! He's gone off! He's spun it! He's dropped 2nd position! Oh, back on track. Can he get it going and hold 5th? Oh, sensation in Austria. This could work out well for Breno. Who's going to make the first move for wet tyres? It's the installator and the mashed potato. So they've taken on the intermediates. Who's going to follow suit? I think we've got Neva Sweden in the pits now. He's going to try the same. What will Breno do up front? Holds fort. Goes again. So after being nose to tail, one way or another, the two of them, Aiden McKay and Breno, Aiden McKay has thrown it away for now. Still 7 laps with rain mixed in. Anything could happen. think it may have been Mort off again. This time it's a Renault. Is that Huddins? Yes, finding his way back on track after a little excursion onto the grass. The rain's really spread them out now. There's really no one driver near another. And they're going to fight on through the rain, most of them. It's only the guys down the bottom there, the Installator, Neva Sweden and Mash Bratado, who have taken on... Oh, who's that? Stone Towel, so that's coming round to lap. Still the Shiz. Who's that fighting? Is it Mad Dog and Neva Sweden? Yes, there it is. There's the answer. As Neva Sweden goes through, he's on the intermediate, so this says you've got a box. Mort's doing it now. But he takes... No, okay, he takes on mediums, did he? Did I see that right? Yes. So I decides against the intermediates. We've got a Mercedes in the pits. Mad Dog going for the intermediates. So this is interesting. All to play for. 6 laps to go. Very Angry Side Pod. Magical Coin, did he spin? He's in the pits now anyway for intermediate, so maybe he did spin, has had enough. In he comes. So who out of these top 5 drivers, or top 4 anyway, is going to budge first and go into the pits? 4 wet tyres. The Stone Towel's done it now. He's in 6th. So let's keep an eye on him. He's 48 seconds there behind Breno. Well, Jack Plays is going for it. Jack Plays into the pits. Will he take on the intermediates? He does. Could be crucial. Let's keep an eye on the Stone Towel. He was 48 seconds behind Breno, so everyone's coming in for them now. So Breno out front, 5 laps to go, 25-second lead. What does he do? Stone Towel not making up a hell of a lot of time. Now the gap from 48 to 46 seconds now. As WA Huddins runs wide out of 8. Gathers it up and keeps going. Breno. See, he was 25 seconds ahead of Jack Plays, and now it's down to 19 seconds, so he bites the bullet and boxes. Oh, and goes onto the grass. Gathers it up. Slows it down in time. Now, as we see, this is not going to work out for Breno. Jack Plays is about to swoop down the start-finish straight, and we're about to have a new leader. And there he is in the background, goes through. Jack Plays goes to the front. He's going to get about a 4-second gap, roughly, to Breno by the time he rejoins the track. Here he comes. 3.4 seconds. So, all to play for. And Jack Plays. Has he timed it perfectly? Okmiki in 3rd. Aidan McKay still holds 4th. And then there is plenty of space between the top 4 and the Stone Towel in 5th. As the rain continues to fall in Austria. And yes, don't forget the penalties. Plenty, well, I think surely just about everyone's got one. They're all going to get 3 seconds added on, aren't they, at the moment? I don't recall seeing anyone serve them in the pits. Could be well and truly wrong. I do only have 1 set of eyes, but thank you to the Magical Coin for keeping another set of eyes on proceedings. as we head round onto the 33rd lap. So 3 and a bit to go. Jack plays, and he is not getting closed in on by Breno either. And Okmiki going solidly in third. Aiden McKay still fourth. He's looking to retake that podium place. Breno skidding through turn 4. Just take a quick look at the Mad Dog. He's looking to make a pass on a ghosting Mort. It's the Super Ghost battle. It's ahead of the Williams. Now with 2 and a bit laps remaining, will Aiden McKay be able to gather up what he would consider his podium position? He'll want that back after fighting for the lead, now fighting for third. The guys all running a pretty similar pace out front. Now closing in to within a second of Okmiki. So Jack plays if he can keep it on the road. I assume he's up for his first win of the season. Magical Coin, who won last week? As I missed the race, I was not around for that. Breno second, closes into just under 3 seconds. Jack plays. Surely he's only human. He'll be feeling the nerves as they close in on the finish. .7 seconds the gap. 1 and a bit laps. Aiden McKay still can't get much closer to Okmiki. I feel the Stone Towel, he's lowering that gap there, isn't he? That was 20 seconds, wasn't it, before? Who's gone off? Not the Installator, I think it's still the Shiz down there. Resets to the track and gets going once more. So they're about to start the final lap, courtesy of Jack Plays. Can Aiden McKay get that final podium spot? Okmiki's looking pretty solid. Just a lot of them are up front there. They just got to keep it on track, these three, and they're in line for a podium. I assume DRS has been disabled in the wet conditions. For Stone Towel. Aiden McKay, a gap's now 7/10 on the last lap. Meanwhile, Jack Plays somewhat cruising. 2 seconds in front of Breno. We'll go back up front to the McLaren driver. Now we do still have penalties to dish out, so I won't overcrow it yet, but checkered flag is out for Jack Plays. Gets it done on the Inters. Breno second. And Okmiki third. Aiden McKay fourth in the Racing Point. He'll be a bit disappointed with that one after driving a very solid race. And the Stone Towel out on his own down there in fifth in the lead Alpha, or the only Alpha. And was that a piece of his car flying off through the air there? Installators, the next man across the line in sixth. And DVT and Captain Keno bring it home for seventh and eighth. Very angry side pod now. He had... He's got ninth. Did he have enough penalties to drop him from ninth? No. Neva Sweden crosses in 10th. She's all done and dusted. And congratulations, driver of the day is Stone Towel. Always busy, that man. I don't think it matters if he's first, 10th or last. He's always getting amongst the action. But there's your winners. Jack Plays, congratulations. The McLaren driver pitting at the right time after the rain fell. Breno, second place. That would be his third second place of the season. Again, I did miss the last race. And Okmiki in third. So there's the penalties. They all had plenty of them. And that'll be all from myself. I'll leave you with the results. So thanks for joining us wherever you have been watching. It's been great to have you with us. I'm your host, Mike Wilson, and we look forward to you joining us next time out on the Race Spec PS4 Tier 3 Elite Series. It's bye for now.